Hey guys, welcome to another full self-driving video. This is running 11.4.4 on hardware 4. This is another trip to UMass Amherst in the evening, and actually it's right before it goes dark. So in this video, I'm actually playing around with different settings like assertive versus average mode and so on. So a lot of these highway driving is very similar to my previous videos. I'm not going to comment too much here. These kind of lane changes are pretty standard. In this particular situation, in one of my previous videos where I go to Amherst, this particular going on to Route 2, a turn signal came on 4 times, but clearly here it only happens once. So that's an improvement. As you can see, the sun is about to set, looks beautiful. Now here again, I'm merging onto Route 2. One problem here is the car is going at 54, 55 miles an hour. The speed limit is 45 miles an hour. And look at the people next to me. They are flying past me. That's crazy. Now, as I said, the autopilot is set to assertive, which means it's technically speaking aggressive. So some of these stops kind of happen at the last moment. Now again, here you see I'm dialing up the speed just to keep up with traffic. The speed limit is 45, but I'm clearly going at 60 miles an hour. Now again, here the stop behind this white pickup truck is very aggressive because of the assertive setting. And at this point I'm getting tired, so I go back and set it to average. Now this white pickup truck here, he keeps crossing over to the breakdown lane and coming back. So I really don't know if he's playing Sudoku while driving or I don't know what he's doing. One of the things here is I wish FSD had a little bit of situational awareness. If I was driving manually here, I would probably switch over to the left lane and put more distance between myself and this white pickup. You can clearly see that he's swaying, which is a bit unnerving. So I would either go a lot behind him or I would go past him. This is something that I wish, again, FSD had that awareness. Going through these signals are pretty standard, but here is what FSD is actually seeing. You can see the amount of traffic there, which is pretty cool, that it can see all of those cars. Now as we approach deeper into Route 2, this is that crazy Concord Rotary right next to the jail. And every time I go through this, I always get nervous. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic there, but it stops, creeps forward, and then just goes through very nicely. It immediately puts a right turn signal, moves to the correct lane, and then goes ahead. Good job there. I actually pat the steering wheel, saying it's a good job. I wonder how much deep learning data Tesla has accumulated for this particular roundabout. Now, this part of Concord, Mass actually is beautiful. It goes through a lot of farmland, kind of really nice. And especially with the sunset, it looks beautiful. Actually, the camera is not doing justice here. FSD does nicely move over to give this car some space. Again, well-marked roads, standard highway, no problems there. Classic red light, following a car, no problems. This truck over here thinks that, I think it's Schumacher driving it, I'm not sure, but look at him. I mean, that's some fun driving right there. Now, one of the things FSD does really well by now is that it changes from the passing lane to the right-hand lane when cars are passing by and comes back out. That maneuver is done really well. But again, look here, I'm going at 60 miles an hour. Look at these guys. I would get trampled if I was going at speed limit. It almost feels like these guys had bean burrito from Taco Bell and they're looking for a bathroom at this point. FSD switches over to the passing lane, and in some ways, I don't know if this was anticipated, but you can clearly see there's a lot of merge traffic coming from the right. Standard roads again flies through these areas, not a problem. It's still in the passing lane, but very soon, as you can see, there's a car behind us and it moves to the right-hand lane to let this car pass. Wow, another few Taco Bell customers right there. As you can see, the sunset is really beautiful, and at this point my inside cabin camera fails, so I just have the overhead camera. But while you see this beautiful sunset, there are a few observations, right? One is, as I already mentioned, situational awareness is kind of lacking in FSD, and I think it'll make a massive difference once that comes along. Also, not much of context awareness, similar to situational awareness, right? Things like it cannot read signs, it cannot read traffic cops saying, hey, stop or come along. It cannot detect road repairs. Like, for example, if there are cones, it'll still try to take you through those coned areas at 65 miles an hour or maintain speed limit, which is obviously very unsafe. It also does things like never figures out speed bumps or potholes. There's a whole long list of things. At this point, if you are enjoying this video and you're also enjoying the sunset, I'd love it if you like the video and give me a thumbs up. That will be super appreciated. Now this is slowly switching over to darkness. These are Western Massachusetts roads and it is pitch black. And here you will see that FSD headlight, it goes to high beam, and then it'll fall back to a low beam when it detects a car. I think this is done really well. Switches back again. And overall the ride is really amazing even through these dark roads. Really nice job done by FSD. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up as I said before, and add some comments to know if you're liking this content. Thank you very much.